Hello, 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 everybody. It's Pip here, and we are going to be talking today about note cards, quick and easy fun note cards. And as you can tell, it's the new year. I'm just checking. I have my helper in the other room checking that my sound is okay, because last time, I'm a bit croaky, but last time I sounded like a bit of a smurf. So let's have a look here. That's interesting. There we go. And it sounds like he's going, you're not playing at all. I'm okay though, am I? Do I sound all right? I think I sound all right. Hopefully. A little bit croaky, but not too bad. So if you're on, give me a thumbs up. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, drop me a comment, say hi. Let me know that I might sound a little croaky, but apart from that, I sound okay. Hi, Hannah. Lovely to see you. So yeah, welcome. It is 2023 already. How did that happen? It seems like it was only yesterday. It was last year, January, and we were all starting. We were all just starting from scratch again. Hi, hey. No, you didn't miss me, whoever that is. I'm not sure. Somebody from Facebook. Hello. Remember, you got to tell StreamYard, and who knows, maybe they need you to tell them every year. I don't know. Today we're going to be focusing on note cards. It's something that I don't do enough, and these are actually very vanilla note cards. I'm going to be doing white ones as well, but we don't do note cards often enough. I used to do one every week, and then I haven't done them for ages. So I thought, right, new year, let's start again. Note cards are always a good thing to do. So Jackie's on, Taz is on. Hi, everybody. Good morning from Ohio. I don't know who that is, but hello. And hello to somebody else as well. Hello. You need to go and just make sure that if you're on Facebook, whichever group you're coming in from on Facebook, please make sure that you've let StreamYard say yes. That it can know who you are. So to do that, you need to go to streamyard.com/Facebook and just say yes. And then that will be fine. Somebody says I'm frozen. I don't know if that's me or that's you. Hopefully it's not me. I can't see myself here, unfortunately. So I'm hoping that I'm all okay. If not, we will see how we're going. I'm connected via my Ethernet, so I should be fine. But we will see. Right, okay, so, okay, I'm frozen. So let's just, oh, technology, don't you just love it? I'm just going to go and check here to see if I'm frozen on here or if I'm still working okay. I can't do my sound on here, but let's just make sure yeah, looks like I'm okay. I think I'm okay here, so I think I can see that that's Jane. Jane, I think it must be you. Okay, now, yeah, I think that must be you. So, okay. So, how is everybody? Did you have a lovely Christmas and a good New Year? I hope so. Ours was very peaceful and quiet. It was fantastic. We just chilled out, watched some movies. Got everyone upset that they thought I'd watched the new or the most recent Footloose film. No, I watched the original Footloose film, I promise you, and it was great, but it was very dated. Hence my comment about it being dated. It was like the 80s. Took me right back. There were so many things in there that I had in my wardrobe when I was younger. Oh dear. Hi, Ange. Hello, lovely to see you. Happy New Year to you too. Okay, so I think everybody's on with us now. I think we've got everybody who's going to be joining us today. I'm sorry it's a Tuesday, but yesterday was a public holiday here in the UK. And so I didn't do one yesterday. I'll be back on Mondays again next week. Hi, Cheryl. So next week we'll be back on Monday again, and all things will be back to normal, and everyone will be like, Christmas, New Year, what was that? That's all gone. So let's switch and have a look now at what we're going to be talking about. So let's put some lights on the situation here. It's very dark and miserable here. I don't think it's stopped raining for the last, since Christmas, really. Before Christmas, it was frosty and lovely, and then it all started raining. And from that point on, it went a bit dark and miserable, really. Hello, somebody else from Facebook. Good morning. So I'm assuming that you must be in the States. Hello. If you haven't let StreamYard say who you are, you need to just go to streamyard.com/Facebook and then say, yes, it's okay. And then your name will come across as well. All righty. And it looks like from the number of comments that you need to do that every time you go on. So there you go. All right. So these are the note cards that I created. And I created them from this stamp set. But you could use any floral stamp set for this. Oh, hi, Elizabeth. Hi. So yes, any stamp set that's got flowers on and some little words. That's all you need. And I created an entire set of cards. Okay, 3 with the same layout and 1 with something a little bit different, because I just wanted to show you that it's kind of the same but slightly different, but it works all the time either way. Aren't they pretty? And these are all in cream, in vanilla. And I don't very often work in vanilla. Sometimes mostly I work in white. But yeah, for some reason I just thought, you know what, I'm going to make some vanilla ones. So I've done these in vanilla, but now I'm going to replicate these in white. Okay, so these are just our little note cards. They're Stampin' Up note cards. They come pre-scored, so you just fold them and then they're ready to go. And all I've added is some cardstock and some ink. Now, for these, I always recommend that you definitely burnish them. And if you've not heard that term, if you're new and you're a new card maker, burnishing means to polish a fold, basically. So if you burnish something, you make it brighter, so you can burnish your brasses and all that kind of stuff. But if you just brush a bone folder along the score line, that's also called to burnish. And then it just makes it a nice crisp fold and it sort of sits down a little bit better. Now, if you don't have these note cards, you can always make some your own if you want to, this size, although then you'll have to make envelopes to match. But you can also get them from, quite a lot of stores do note cards and envelopes pre-done. So I'm going to do one of these in a normal A6 size as well, so you can see how it translates into a normal UK or metric A4, A6 size. But these are about 18 centimeters across and they're 12.8 centimeters deep. In US terminology or North American terminology, they're 7 by 5. Okay, so you get some idea of the size, because it can be difficult sometimes to see that on a video. So I have already pre-cut a couple of bits just to save on time. And I've got all the measurements for these. They're very simple measurements. So I've got my 4 white note cards. So I'm going to do a selection of white. Can you see the difference in color there? It really shows up when they're next to each other, the cream versus the white. And we're going to be doing them in some different colors. And I've created 2 with black and 2 with Night of Navy. So any kind of black or navy. And I've created all of these exactly the same size. So, but I'll show you this one as well. And I like this size, and this size is 7 centimeters by 9.5, which would equate to 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, for the inner bit, and then you just go 1/2 centimeter up, so that's 7.5 by 10, and that makes it 3 by 4. Okay, so that's a really nice size to fit on these little note cards. Okay, now I'm just going to do some simple what they call 2-step stamping. That means you stamp the outline and then you infill with the inside. And I'm not going to change them up too much. I'm going to keep with the colors, sort of the colors that I've got here. I'm just going to change the outline. So this is the stamp set I'm using. You can use any stamp set that requires a flower and then you've got some infill, or a flower and you color it in yourself. So it doesn't have to be the same as this. I've had people say to me, I don't want to buy exactly what you have. I don't, I don't need lots more stuff. And I'm like, well, you don't have to. You can just swap it out for whatever you want. So we'll do 2 like this. And then I might swap it out actually myself and just do 2 different ones just to show you. But then I'm going to do one as well on a big card, and I might just do the difference on the big card. Right, here we go. So in this, and you just need some little sentiments. So in this one, it threw me a little bit with this one. I started off with this one. I said, for a very happy birthday, thinking that sounded right. And then I thought, for a very happy, that sounds a bit weird. And then I realized that there's actually a sentiment here that says sending happy thoughts for a very happy birthday. So I had to sort of squish it into the corner there, but it looks okay. So yeah, so you've got this sending happy thoughts, and then you've got for a feeling better kind of day, for a very happy birthday. And then you've got these three on their own. Kindness matters, thank you, you are easy to love. So I've worked that into 4 cards. Sending happy thoughts, because that's okay. A thank you card, a birthday card, and a kindness matters card. Right, I'm just finding some little blocks that can have these ones on, these little words on, and then some bigger blocks to put these bigger pieces on. Now, and these look kind of weird because these are the infill pieces. Okay, so these look a bit strange, but they're not really. There we go. They're just to infill your flowers. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so I think I've got nearly everything I need now. Let's put that down. So I'm going to do these. You'll notice, hopefully you'll notice, maybe you've noticed, I don't know. On these ones here, I did the background in like a crumb cake color. That's like a crumb cake's like a, well, it's this color, a beige. It's kind of a beige color. So I did the background stamping in that on these, and then infilled with the color, different colors. And on these ones, I used Starry Sky, which is this color here, as the background. And even though the leaves have now got blue outlines, I don't think that matters. I think that they look fine like that. So don't be afraid to use stuff that maybe you're not, that you wouldn't think of. Sometimes we always use black, and sometimes black is maybe just a bit too dark, you know, maybe just a bit too dark that you want. So I'm actually going to switch out and use Smoky Slate as my background on the black ones, just to give you an idea on one black one, and then I'll do one that is black so you can see the difference. Okay, so the first thing I would recommend is that if you've got a stamp that's a little bit bigger, see, I need some new grid paper, don't I? I should have got some of the new grid paper out for the new year. But if you've got a stamp, you need something that you can put behind in case you're going to come off your paper. Okay, so this stamp is bigger than this piece, so I'm going to use a little bit of grid paper just behind so I can stamp my image. So I'm starting this with Smoky Slate, and because it's a big stamp, I'm taking my ink to my stamp, not the other way around. This does mean that I generally get some on the actual block itself. So I always keep a microfiber cloth next to me so I can just wipe that off. And that, it just means that I'm not putting this down onto a block and rocking it, and, you know, because it's a big old thing that I'm walloping around. Okay, so let's go in this one. And the good thing about this is you can change the angle of these flowers as and when you can. Oh, someone's saying good night and that you'll catch me on replay. Okay, that's fine. You go to sleep. It's late in the southern hemisphere, I know. Okay, so that's that in Smoky Slate, which is our lightest grey, and it will lighten up a bit as it dries. So because that's a grey, I'm not too bothered about that. I'm going to go straight in with my black one so that you can see the difference. And I'm going to do these first and then come back in and do my colouring. Now this one is a felt pad, it's not a foam pad, so you have to be a bit more determined with it, should I say, to make sure that it's all covered. Okay, and then I might do this one this way around. There we go. And if you find pressure an issue, or if you find using a big block an issue, this would be where your Stamparatus or your stamping platform would come in brilliantly. So that's just a little tip there. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll take those. So that's my black and that's my grey. So you can just see slightly, this one's a lot, it's a bolder one. This is a more gentle one on the eye. That's how I would look at it. And then I've got two that I'm going to do in Night of Navy. And I'm just going to do them both in Night of Navy because Night of Navy is a good colour. There we go. Now, if you wanted to, you could leave it and you wouldn't even have to colour it in at all if you don't, if you don't want to. We can also do one that looks like this. There we go. Get all of the flower in. That almost looks darker than the black, doesn't it? But when it dries out, it will be a little bit more blue. I promise you it's blue, it's not black. If I do it as an off, you can see it's much more. In fact, I quite like that. I might do that as an off. So let's do that so it's lighter. So here we do this, stamp it off once, and then pop it back on here, and then stamp it again, and then press. And then that way you're going to get a lighter version of your ink. Like so, which is still quite dark. Alrighty, so now we've got all four of them stamped. Let's go ahead and play with some colours. So on the blue one, if you wanted to, as I say, you could almost go blue on blue on blue and just leave it as it is. But I do like adding a bit of colour. I'm definitely a colour girl. And I think the colours that look great on this are soft sea foam to make a really pale leaf. And then I used balmy blue for the flowers in the middle. Now, this has got some, you see it's got these little bits up here. Well, these are all apparently in blooms, like in the leafy bit still, so they haven't come out yet. So these all need to be in green. So you need to, at this point, work out where your stamp lines up. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm just turning it around until I get this pointy bit of this. So this pointy bit of this flower, and this pointy bit of this flower, and then this top bauble bit here, which looks a bit like holly berries. I'm just lining those 3 points up, because once you've got those 3 points lined up, then the rest will follow and it will automatically go in the right place. See? Like that. I don't need that anymore. So then we're going to do the same with the big leaves. Again, points, find your points and pop them in. And this is called two-step stamping. Okay. And two-step stamping basically means that there's 2 steps to complete your stamp. So the first step is the outline and the second step is your inline. Okay, I think that's about it. And to be honest, if you're a little bit off, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. There we go. Really pale, but it looks pretty. And then we're going to do the flower. So we'll do that in blue. I'll put this in here. And then we'll pop this down. And this stamp set is not currently available. It's a free stamp set you can get with a £90 order during celebration. So that's just a thing to think about. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Really pale. And doesn't it look different to this one? And yet it's pretty much the same, but it just, this is warmer on the vanilla, so much warmer. This is a bit fresher looking, I think. So that's that. And then I did do a little inside piece for the center, so I can do that in the Night of Navy, but I'm going to do that stamping off bit again that we did before. So I'm going to ink it, stamp it, and then come in and pop it down. So it's a little lighter. There we go. Now you can add to that, you can add Wink of Stella, you can jazz it up however you wish. You know, you can put sparkles on it, all those kind of things. And then you can stick it down. Or like me, you can just stick it straight down. Now this on the back here, this has been picked up from that stamping that I did. Remember the stamping off? And then I put it down and stamped it again. That's picked it up from the grid paper below. That's not come through from the front, just in case you were wondering. There we go. And then that fits perfectly on this little note card. And then you can decide what you want to do about words. Now, if you're brave, you can go straight on. If you're not brave, you can put them on a label. And that just depends on how happy you are about stamping straight onto your note cards. There we go. Look at that. So that's the vanilla one, and then that's the white one. Which do you prefer, vanilla or white? I don't know, actually. Now I see them, I don't know. Normally I would have said white, but I actually really like the vanilla. How bizarre. Now I'm going to stamp sending you happy. It's not like me to like vanilla more, but there you go. So I'm going to do sending happy thoughts, and I'm going to do this in Night of Navy. Where is it? There we go. There we go. Sending happy thoughts straight down here. Good thing is you can see through, so you can see where you're putting it. There we go. Nice. Nice pretty card. Quick and easy. I said they were quick. Yeah, stamp, 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 done. Easy peasy. Now this one's the darker one, so I think we're going to need a little bit darker colouring to make this one stand out. So for this one, I think, let's go zingy. Let's go zingy. Let's go with the new parakeet part. I mean, I say it's new. It's not really new. It's been around since last May, would you believe? But it's newish. We'll call it newish. This is going to look good in the navy and in the black, so I'm going to do it for both, just to be. Oh, and I banged you. Sorry. Hi, June. Hello, somebody from Texas. Hello. Nice to see you here. Do leave comments. I love to hear. And if I can't see who you are, don't worry. I will go back into Facebook and I will reply to you on Facebook. So if you've got a question and you can't get StreamYard to show your name, then don't worry. Please do go in and comment, and I will reply. And that's the same if you're watching on replay, and if you're watching on replay on YouTube as well, because I do go back and read all the comments and answer any questions if you've got them. Oh, that is bright, isn't it? Isn't that nice? That is lovely. I like that. That is really zingy. Okay. So that point, that point, that point. There we go. Nice. And then for the flowers, I think they need to be quite zingy too. So let's do some sweet sorbet. Let's do some red. Do this. Now maybe you could choose the colors for the next one or two. We've got a couple more to go. I have all the Stampin' Up colors, so you decide which colors you might want. What green would you like, and what flower color would you like? Because they'll go with pretty much anything. Oh, look at that. That's nice, isn't it? And then the middle bit, what should we do the middle bit in? I think maybe just another little, maybe a yellow. Maybe let's do a yellow. Let's go for daffodil. Just add a little touch of yellow into this one. Next. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. I like that. That actually is almost the color, the challenge color that I put out in my email to all of my email list this morning. So if you're on my email list getting my treats on Tuesday emails, you've got a color challenge that you need to be getting done with. So maybe you could use this. I mean, it's not quite the same, but it's red, green and yellow. I needed something zingy to wake us up from Christmas. Okay, there we go. And then we could put a thank you on that one. And I might even go with the red. Let's let's do this. This is Sweet Sorbet. I think I did Granny Apple Green, Poppy Parade, and Daffodil Delight is the colour challenge. Get my teeth in. But you could, you know, switch it up and out for a couple of others. There we go. Don't they make just the most adorable little cards? And as I say, very quick and easy. I've now got 8 of these coming up that I'm going to have. You could give them as a gift to somebody if you wanted to, as a set of note cards and envelopes. That's always handy. People love a little gift of note cards so that they don't have to make them themselves, you know, for those non-card makers amongst us. That's pretty, isn't it? I like that. Yeah, it is nice and bold. Yeah, thank you. I agree. I like a nice bold one. Completely different to the muted one with the crumb cake and the thing. Coastal Cabana, but lovely. Okay, so now we're heading into the black ones. So we've got this one, which is black on black. Now, as I say, if you wanted to, you could just leave it like this and do it as a complete monochrome. Like literally black and black and black. Or you could do tones of grey on it as well. That's also a possibility. Or you could just pick out the flowers. So you could just choose the flowers and pick those ones out. That's what I love about these two step Stampin' Stamps. You don't have to like follow the rules. And you could even just leave it and colour it in by hand. That's another option that you've got. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do grey. But I'm going to do grey stamped off. Grey stamped off. And then fill in the flowers. Because this one's this way around. Sometimes you don't need a colour. Oh, I didn't clean that well enough. So now it's kind of greyish pink, but that's okay. It's got a little bit of a pink tinge going to it in real life. It looks fine on camera, but in real life it's got a definite pink tinge in it. Oh, look, see, Jackie and I were on the same wavelength. What about grey to do the infill of the flowers? Yeah, exactly. But I needed to clean that a little bit better. I think I need to wash my scrub. I've been doing loads and loads of crafting over Christmas, and I don't think I've cleaned my scrub. So I must give that. I'm going to clean that on a microfiber just for now, just to try and get that pink off. There we go. Oh dear. It's kind of a dirty grey now, so I'm going to go over it again. When's the replay available? It's straight away. This is going to be, it's live here in Facebook. So you will be able to just come back later and it will be here on Facebook. So, or you can jump straight over to YouTube and it will be available straight away on YouTube as soon as the live is finished. So, it's a shame you got to go and get ready for a meeting. That's a pain. That looks a bit better. But yes, no, you can watch it straight away. Don't panic. There's no need to wait. Okay, I'm going to add, I think I kind of like it. I kind of like it, but I kind of want to add some colour to the leaves still. Oof. What do we think? Do I need colour in the leaves or shall I leave it as it is? Leave it as it is. And also remember to tell me what colours you want me to use for the other card that I'm going to be doing. Any thoughts? I'll leave you for a second just to think about that. Meanwhile, I'm going to find the Kindness Matters. I think that's going to work beautifully for that one. So I'm going to stamp that down here. And we'll see, get that done before we do the rest of it. You can tell me about whether I need to infill the flowers or not. There we go. I mean the leaves rather. Colour them as is. Well, now that's not helpful, is it? I've got one of each. I need more answers. need more answers. Although in real life, they're kind of pinky grey, so they kind of look a bit coloured anyway. Do we think it looks a little bit too sombre? Maybe. Maybe. And June's got to go. You like it the way it is, Sandy? Excellent. Okay, so we've got 2 the way it is. Excellent. I like that. Thanks, June. See you later. Happy New Year. I don't know who you are, but Happy New Year to you too. Excellent. So what we're doing today is we're just looking at note cards. If you've just joined us recently, we're looking at some very quick and easy note cards. I've done some in white, which is the ones I'm doing now, but I did some before time in very vanilla or cream colored cardstock, and I'm just showing you the difference between the two and how easy it is to make some really simple note cards. And then I'm going to take the same kind of design and upscale it into an ordinary size card so that you can see how easy it is to take a design that you like and change it up and increase it in size, because sometimes I think we feel like we have to do exactly what we see on the television or what we see on the screen, and I'm here to tell you that you don't, and I'm perfectly happy for you not to do so. In fact, I've got a bit of glue stuck there. I much prefer it when people take my designs and then change them up and switch them around a bit. Okay, so far we've got the black and white one, or monochrome one. Oh, it's Joe. Hey, Happy New Year, Joe. All right, so then we've got the blue and red one. Oops, and then we did the pale blue and blue one. And then these are the 3 that we did that way. And then this one as well, which I did that way beforehand. So these are the cards that we're kind of doing at the moment. And then I've got this one left that I did in Smoky Slate. And I love my Highland Heather. So since you've not given me any colour suggestions, I'm going to choose Highland Heather. And hopefully that's now... Actually, let's just clean that off again here. Clean that one off. We're going to go Highland Heather for this one, because it wouldn't be right if I didn't have some purple going on, and that works so nicely with grey as well. So that's coming down here. There we go. That's it. Now it looks a bit blotchy when it first goes down, but that's just this kind of stamp it is. It's distinctive, so it's supposed to look kind of watercolory, and it's not quite distinctive, but it's supposed to look watercolory and sort of blurry, so that's fine. And then we'll go with probably a lighter green than that. I think with a Smoky Slate we should go with another light green, maybe a mint macaron. Let's do a mint macaron, see how that goes. And now I'm conscious that my scrub might be red, so now I'm going to clean these again with my microfiber cloth. Oh, I'm going to have to get my scrub cleaned. I can't be without my scrub. It's just not on. Okay, that should get them nice and clean. Alrighty, so now we'll do this. And you know, you don't even have to use the same image. So you don't even have to use flowers if you didn't want to. So supposing you didn't have any flowers, you could make exactly the same kind of note cards, just using something like animals or cats or hearts, or you know, anything like that. You just need an image and some small words, and they would look great on this outline, this layout rather. There we go. I will say, if your ink pad is juicy, sometimes it doesn't look as good as if your ink pad is a little dry. These are very juicy ones. Now, what am I going to put on there in words wise? We've got sending happy thoughts, thank you, kindness matters, oh, birthday. Okay, so for this one I need 2. So I need, that's the birthday one. And then this one says sending happy thoughts. So I'm going to do this one in I'll do this one in Smoky Slate. It'll all come together in a second. So this says sending happy thoughts. So you do this one first. So I'm going to pop this one up here. Like that. And then when this is on, I'm going to do for a very happy birthday underneath. And then that way it kind of sits one together. Okay, put that on. Like so. There we go. Now, of course, if you want to, you can add dimensionals to the back of these, raise them up, etc. But I do find for a note card, because generally envelopes are a little bit tighter on cards that are smaller. So I generally don't do too much raising up of stuff. Maybe the odd sentiment or something, or the odd word here and there, but not much. And then I'm going to cheer it up with some Highland Heather at the bottom here. Angie's going to like this one. For a very happy birthday. There we go. There we go. Who's got their birthday organizer kit already raring to go? Got all your birthdays for January sorted out, I hope. I hope, yes. We talked about that late last year, about getting your birthdays organized. Cards to go out. There we go. We've had a little bit of an issue with the postal strike here in the UK for pretty much the whole of December, it felt like. So I'm sure I'm going to still be receiving Christmas cards probably in mid-Jan, but that'll be fine. I don't mind. See, I knew it'd be okay for you. Ah, dear. Oh, look, see, Sandy says she only woke up a few minutes ago. Don't ask me any decisions. Oh no, you're not organised. Oh, you need your birthday organiser planner thing ready to go, all your cards and all the dates sorted out so you know what you're doing. Oh dear. Okay, so we've got sending happy thoughts for a very happy birthday. We've got a thank you. We've got sending happy thoughts on its own. And we've got kindness matters. Oops, no, that's all off screen, isn't it, Pip? Come on over here. Make sure that people can see everything. Dear me. There we go. That's a bit better. Yes. And then we've got the thank you there. Sending happy thoughts. Oh, this one's a bit off screen. There we go. Kindness matters. And sending happy thoughts for a birthday. See how different they all are? Like with the white versus the vanilla. I do really like these vanilla ones though. I think they've just come out really nicely. And I think I love this one. I think this is my favourite, or this one. Of those ones today. What do you think? I think they're pretty cool. So let me show you how I would then move that up and pop it onto just a normal card base. And how I would size it and all that kind of stuff. Because it's very simple. Because actually, you can keep it pretty much the same size. And that's what I like about these note cards. So we're going to take a sheet of thick white. We're going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to cut that in half. Now, I know lots of people buy pre-made cards, but I just love the simplicity of taking one piece of cardstock, chopping it in half, and suddenly you've got two cards ready to go. Now, these ones, if you remember, the inside pieces were 7 centimeters by 9.5. Okay, so we're going to go with that. I'm going to go with a bit of white that I've got here. I'm going to go 7 centimeters by 9.5. And I'm just going to see how that looks. Okay. Because I don't think that looks too bad on this size card. Okay. I'm going to put a little border around it, and that's going to look fine. So let's do a little border. And which one should I do? Which one should I do? Which one have I got? I've got a crumb cake, which I haven't done. No, I haven't got any of that. These are the ones I've got. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got a Tahitian tide. I haven't done one of those. Let's do one of them. That's nice and bright, isn't it? So this is how I keep my scrap card in these little, they're the pocket wallets that you just clip into an album. I use them spare, and I put all my scraps in them, and then I pop them straight into my tray that has, like, I have a tray for 2 colours, so I pop them in there, and then that means that I don't cut into a new piece of cardstock unless I have finished my scraps up. So that saves me. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, saves me doing that. Okay, so this is 7.5. Now, if you're working in inches, this should go up the same for you in inches as it does for us in centimetres. And the reason I'll say it'll do that is because it's based on an inches note card. So I would imagine that that would go up nicely for you as well in your letter size. Okay, so at the beginning I told you what that was in inches, so you can then flip that around and work your way up. Now, if it's, see, I like that. That, to me, that's going to be a clean and simple, beautiful card ready to go. If you wanted a bit more, then I would add some paper. Okay, so if you get scared by all this white space, although if you've taken my membership course about advanced design, you'll know that actually white space is a fantastic piece of design that is there for a purpose. And so actually white space is one of your better friends in card design, and leaving space is immensely important. But anyway, if it scares you, this much white space, just put a bottom layer of paper on and it would be fine. But I'm going to go with this because I'm happy with my white space. White space makes me happy. I love it. Okay, and then I'm going to go with, I think I want to go with black. I think I'm just going to go black because it's easy and it's quite bright. So let's do that. Let's just give this a clean. So, no birthdays, says Jackie, for this month. Oh, I love this. I love this. That's my Stampin' Chat project. Your birthday calendar. Excellent. Good, good, good. I will see you on the 14th at that. That's brilliant. Lovely. Oh, thank you. That's cool. All of your birthdays are June and December. Wow. Well, okay. That gives you 6 months to get ready, Jackie, for everybody then, doesn't it? That makes it nice and easy. Well, my birthdays are in July, pretty much. But I do have some people who are in January. We've got a friend of mine's turning 50 this January. So that's going to be a posh card I need to make for her. So let's go this way. Let's try and get all of it on, which you can do if you just tilt it like that, which actually I think would look fine. There we go. So we've got the whole thing on there now. So obviously we're going to use Tahitian Tide. Obviously I'm going to go with matching for the flowers. This is going to be zingy, but it's going to be pretty. Oh, I was going to make this one different, wasn't I? Oh, there we go. See, I'm well away. Not even concentrating. Deary me. There we go. That's nice. And then we can zing, I think. I can think zinging would work with this for the leaves. Let's do the leaves in beautiful parakeet party. Just yummy. And then what I'll do is I'll do a different image so you can see what it would look like if we switched it out. Because I was just, I got myself very confused there. I was carried away enjoying the talking about moving it up to the next level on birthdays. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And if we really want to add some zing, just add a little bit of red in the middle. A bit of sweet sorbet going on in there. Oh, who doesn't love an in colour card? Look at that. I think I'm going to make this one a thank you. So do that in a second. Now, because this is going into a normal size card, this is where you could go, and just got to go and do some work. Oh, so rude, Ange, that they make you work like this. But yes, okay, I'll see you later, honey. But yes, it's what was I saying? Oh yes, because it's a bigger card, I could add this label on some dimensionals just to give it a bit of added oomph. So I'll do that. Someone says, I'm broadening my birthday card sending. Scared I won't be able to keep up. Used to just make for close family and 5 best friends. Now adding in more friends. I like it. They'll like it too. So the way to get organised is to just plan ahead. Plan ahead, make ahead. Just make in advance. That would be my suggestion. And in fact, what you can do is you can just lift the entire front sheet here rather than even just the sentiment. You can just add some foam pads to the back of this. Where's the rest of my foam pads? I know I've got some scrappy bits here I can use up. Here we go. There's another bit. That's another bit there, and then that bit will chop off. There we go. So let's put some foam pads on here. I love these because it's A, quick and easy, and B, it means that it is not going to go anywhere. You're not going to have any soggy middles with this. And we like that. It does, however, mean that you don't have any opportunity for what I call wiggle room, which is a slight issue. But if you want some wiggle room, then what you can do is put that there. And is that going to fit in there? That'll fit there. Square this off a little bit. That'll be fine in there like that. That'll be right. So that's stuck, yeah. What you can do is you can just add a little bit of multi-purpose glue to the back of the foam as you're sticking it down. It will make absolutely no difference. It will just give you that extra manoeuvrability, but it will still stick. It'll take a little longer to dry. That's the only thing. So what we'll do is we'll take these off. I'll show you what I mean. We were chatting about adhesives in our public group, in my group, earlier on this week. Over the weekend, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, that's squeaky. But do you see what I mean? You just add it to the top of the foam. And it just helps to give it like a layer of movement. So you can put this down and it gives you a little bit of movement. Not a lot, but just a little bit more ability, see, to move it up and down a little bit because of that extra glue on there. There we go. Okay, so that's now on there. And then we're going to put a sentiment underneath. And for this, I'm going to put it onto the same blue card. So we've got that connection, and stamp it in the black. So I'm going to make this one a thank you again because I send loads and loads of thank yous. Okay. I'll pop this one down here, like so. It's a bit of a cack-handed thank you. Let's try that again. I can't get my head over it, that's the thing. Let's do this. Is that a bit better? That's a bit better. Just a little straighter, Pip. And then we'll just chop that off. And I like to do it quite close. And then we'll just see how it fits. We might need to take a little bit off the top to make that a bit similar. Just do that. It's a bit tricky when it's so close to the edge, but you can do it with a little trimmer like that. There we go. Nice. And then I'll even do it this way. chop off your end. So you're just trimming it to the size of the word. I'm not actually measuring that or anything. I do a lot of that. I just do it by eye rather than measuring it. And then you can decide whether you want to have that lifted or flat, or I think flat's going to look better. I'll do flat for this one. So we'll pop that one down there, just offset it slightly just to give it that pleasing to the eye look. Again, something we talked about. The whole of December was all about design, advanced design and stuff in our membership, in the membership group. So if you're in the membership and you haven't looked at any of those masterclasses yet, then work your way through that course, because it will change your designing. Like, it will just make it so much easier. And if you want to know about design, then come over and join the membership, because it's the best thing. You've got so many courses to have a look at, starting out with design, moving through to advanced, plus everything in between, and loads of techniques. This month we're doing masking, so that's also a good one. So there we go. So that's how you take it from a small note card size to a larger A6 size, but it's the same layout. In fact, it's even the same size piece of card. How simple was that to do, right? So don't be afraid when you see something either big to see if you can move it smaller, or smaller to see if you can move it bigger. So there we go. We got loads and loads of stuff done on that. What do you think? I hope you've enjoyed that today, showing you how easy it is to move stuff around and change stuff up. And then if you wanted to make it completely different, let me just do one final thing for you. I promise you one more thing, and then I'm going to give a card away, because I've got lots here, so we're going to do a giveaway. So let me show you what that would look like. Oh, I need to replace my trimmer blades as well. Definitely getting a little bit fluffy at the edges. Right. So if you don't have any flowers and you're like, oh, well, I can't make that card because I don't have any flowers. Right. Let me show you how simple this is with just switching out your stamp. And I'm not even going to change. I'm just going to change the ink, and like keep the ink the same. So let's move this out so you can see what I'm doing. Oof. Okay, so I haven't even taken the other one off. I'm just going to do this. Okay, because I figured this one would kind of match. There we go. So I'm not changing anything about the size or anything. Oh, except it needs to be a bit small. It needs to be 9.5, doesn't it? 9.5, not 10. Let's make this a bit smaller. 9.5, not 10. There you go. Boom. So don't have the same stash, doesn't matter. Don't even have a flower stamp, doesn't matter. Look how cute it looks with the little bunny rabbit. Adorable, right? So don't think that when you see something, oh, I have to have exactly what that person has. You don't. If you love it, yes, of course. You can absolutely, get the stamps if you love them. But I have so many people who are on a fixed budget, or who have lots of stash that they just haven't used. I was having this conversation with Veronica over Christmas and New Year, and she said, I just don't have the money to buy new stamps every single month from what people are showing me. And I'm like, I don't want you to do that. I want you to use your stash. So that's, I think, the biggest takeaway from today, is that actually you don't need what you see. You can use anything else, and you can still have a fab layout with a great design, but with a different image. So that's my last bit. Sorry, I meant to do that and I forgot. Okay, so hopefully that's given you some food for thought. Hopefully it's given you some great ideas. If you love the stamps, of course, you can get them for free on the 5th. When's the 5th? Is that Thursday? Thursday. Thursday is when all of the celebration stuff becomes available. So thank you, Jackie. I'm so glad that you like that. Taz says she loves them. Somebody else says you love them all. And this is the first time caught you live. You watch all my replays. Thank you, Sandy. That's nice. Hey, Happy New Year. Lovely to see you. Thank you. And then this is a great question. Where do I find the membership? Fantastic question. Very, very simple. You just go to cardmakingknowhow.com. That's it. Just type in cardmakingknowhow.com. It tells you all about it. We get such free stuff, such an amazing amount of stuff that's in the membership. So every month we have a new focus. This month we're focusing on masking. Last month it was on layouts and design. And we're going through the alphabet, if you can't tell. So we started at A, so you've got from A to M to catch up on, but it's all there for you however long you want to stay in the membership. It's not tied in unless you do a 3-month, in which case you buy a 3-month and you get 3 months. So yeah, it's really simple, and it's £15 a month or £40 for 3 months. So you get a bit of a discount if you come for 3 months. And you get to jump on Zooms with me, and we craft together monthly and all that kind of stuff. So it's good fun. Another question here I've got is, how do you get them? I'm a newbie. So if you're looking for if you're looking for the stamps, then you can hop onto my store, which is just queenpipcards.com/store, which is where I do all my Stampin' Up stuff. And you will be able to get these free with a £90 order from Thursday. But you can get all the other stuff that you want straight away. These will be available on this is another gorgeous stamp set, isn't it? Playing in the Rain. So cute. That's also coming out on Thursday. So yeah, so you can buy from my store or you can join the membership. Either is perfect. All of the links are also, let me come back over here. So I'm talking to you, and then it actually feels like I'm talking to you. So all of the links are in the description. So you can hop up and have a look at the description, either in Facebook or in YouTube. They'll be there forever. And you can see the links to shop. You can see the links to join the membership. And if you're in the UK and you haven't purchased from me before, you can or requested one before, you can ask for a catalogue as well. And if you have purchased from me before, please make sure that you request your new catalogue. If you have ordered in the last 6 months, you get your next one for free. You just have to order in the next you just have to have ordered in the next let me put my teeth in. You need to have ordered in the last 6 months and you'll get one for free. Otherwise you can buy one, or you can put an order in and then request one for free. Very simple. Okay, so let us now you're very welcome. I've just seen a comment. Thank you. Yes, you're very welcome. Let us now give away a card. So let's share my screen. Here we go. Let's do that one. Alrighty, so we're going to do quick and fun note cards, which I hope they were. I hope you agree that they were. We're collecting everybody's entries, and now let's do the draw. Oh, I love this bit. It's so much fun. Dun, dun, dun. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? It's going to be Ange. Oh, she's had to disappear off because she's had to go and do some work. Shame, shame. She's got to do some work. But Ange, I know which one's coming your way. I'm going to send you either which one of these. Because she loves heather. She loves Highland heather. So you're going to get either this one or this one. So let me know. You'll get one of those in the post. So congratulations, Ange. Well done. Love giving away cards. So yes, and I'll be back here again on Monday next week. So Monday, which is my normal day, Monday 12:30 UK time, and we'll be doing some more fun crafting. In fact, I've already organised what we're going to be doing for the rest of this month. So next week we'll be looking at, if I can just find my sticker. We're going to be looking at using squares and circles in your card making, because some people think that you can only use one. And I want to tell you, you can use both at the same time. So we'll be looking at how to do designs with squares and circles next week. So yeah, and some other fun stuff. Alrighty. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you like it, please let me know. Tell me in the comments. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Give me a thumbs up or a like or a heart if you're on Facebook. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, what you wanted to know, what I didn't explain very well, what you wanted to know more of, because I feed all of those back into my videos, and I will do more for you this year than I have done before. So here's to another fantastic year of crafting together. Yay! I cannot wait. All righty. Oh, Jackie says she's off to brave the downpour because the family need feeding. I know, it's horrible weather, awful here. So I hope it's better where you are. And good luck with that, Jackie. I will see you all soon. Take care for now. Take care. Bye-bye.